relationship designed by God reveals His plan for humanity to live in unity and care for each other. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, today let us reflect on the significant interaction between Jesus and the Syrophoenician woman, a moment that teaches us not only about faith and persistence, but also about the inclusivity of God's mercy. In the first reading, God creates man and woman for companionship, acknowledging that it is not good for man to be alone. This relationship, designed by God, reveals His plan for humanity to live in unity and care for each other, fulfilling His divine purpose together. Today's Gospel narrative has two accounts, one from Mark and the other from Matthew. In Mark's narrative, Jesus seemingly responds harshly, referring to the children's food being given to dogs. This response appears to dismiss her. However, we soon understand that Jesus' words are not meant as rejection, but rather as a test of our faith. Jesus' ultimate reply to the woman instructs His disciples and all of us a vital lesson: faith, humility, and perseverance in seeking God's mercy are the traits that grant access to God's mercy for all individuals, not merely a chosen few. Jesus' action in this scenario challenges His disciples, equipping them for the inclusive mission they would undertake following His resurrection. Through His engagement with the Syrophoenician woman, Jesus illustrates that God's mercy knows no bounds defined by social, cultural, or ethnic differences. His message is intended for everyone, regardless of their background. This encounter serves as a lesson for His disciples, illustrating that as followers of Christ, they too have a call to reach out to all people, especially those who are marginalized or shunned by society. Similar to the creation of man and woman in the first reading, where God stresses the necessity of interdependence, Jesus is conveying that as a community, we are tasked with caring for one another, irrespective of our differences. The faith of the Syrophoenician woman prompts us to examine our own attitudes towards others, particularly those whom society may overlook or dismiss. As we reflect on these teachings, let us ask ourselves, how are we living out God's call to care for the marginalized and the least among us? Are we open to extending God's love and mercy to all people? Let us follow the example of Syrophoenician woman, whose persistent faith and humility broke through barriers and opened the way of God's mercy to be fully extended. May we live in unity and care for each other, just as God intended from the beginning. And may we always remember that God's love extends to all.